Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019. It is day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, please consider the word cooperation. That's a character trait we are highlighting all this month of April. Think about what it looks like in your life, what it means to you, what it should mean for your friends even. And don't forget, cooperation is a character trait that you can't do alone. What you want to do is you have to do it with somebody else. It's called teamwork. It's trying to achieve a goal with somebody else. So I encourage you to think about what cooperation really should look like in your life. Now, as many of you guys know, the Race for Education fundraiser did wrap up. I want to once again congratulate everybody for raising up to over $9,000 for our PTO. Also, we are going to have our Race for Education event, not this Friday, but next Friday. Most of you guys already knew that. I did announce that with a couple of groups as we did our dance parties yesterday as well. So don't forget, I know it's very disappointing we're not doing it this Friday, but it is going to rain. We are going to move it to Friday, the 12th, the following Friday. Just know that we're going to try to do it and do it well. So hopefully the weather will cooperate by then. Now, as many of you know, we have been all participating in the March Madness book bracket, celebrating the works of Caldecott Award winner Dan Santat. We are now down to our final 2 selections. That is Dude and Rodzilla. Both are fantastic books, and I know that you have enjoyed it if you've already read it. If you haven't read it, you'll enjoy both of them. This week is the voting deadline for the finals. We will be announcing the winner in the near future. Don't forget also our active April Kindness Challenge is going on. The Kindness Challenge yesterday was to have an outdoor meeting instead of sitting down inside. Go have an outdoor meeting instead of sitting down inside. Major props to Mr. Gantz's first grade class. A photograph was sent my way. I guess you guys had a meeting outside. Hopefully it wasn't too cold. It is on the early part of spring. If you didn't have a chance to have a formal class meeting outside, hopefully you had a meeting outside with some of your friends during recess, and that would have met the Kindness Challenge for yesterday. As always, I will share with you the Kindness Challenge for today at the end of morning announcements. But for now, let's go over our 3 expectations for the school. Number 1, be respectful. Number 2, show that you're responsible. And number 3, show that you are ready to learn. That includes both your classroom, in the hallway, even on the bus, and yes, the cafeteria. And speaking of the cafeteria, the leaderboard for the B-Bucks Cafeteria Challenge is still the same. It really hasn't changed. Miss Eshelman's class is in the lead. You have Miss Booth's class in the 2nd place position. And then you have a maintained tie in the 3rd place position between Miss McDonald's class and Miss Ogrechek's class. Now at this moment, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in our Mindful Minute. If you are like me, you may assume a position sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor. Some of you may want to stand, you may lay down, you may sit on a chair, just as I demonstrated yesterday. And don't forget, the most important part about the Mindful Minute is being present. So often our mind is so caught up in what's going to happen in the future, things that have happened in the past. Those things can impact how we feel right now, right here. And this is our chance right now to really block all those things out, allow our minds to just be present, to exist, to appreciate and be grateful for the moment right now. If it feels right for you, I invite you to close your eyes, as I like to do. If you don't want to close your eyes, you may simply soften your gaze and pay attention to a point in the classroom or even on the floor. Now expand your awareness, knowing that you have 5 main senses: smell, taste, touch, hearing, and sight. And sight could also include things you visualize. And as we worry and focus, worry is not the right word, but as we focus on the present, it helps to be anchored in noticing our breathing. So I encourage you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Analyze that breath. Is it as full and refreshing as it could be? And if not, let's try it again. In through our nose, filling up our belly with air, and out as slow as possible through your mouth. Now you may use any of the techniques that we have demonstrated for you, whether it's the flower and the candle, the counting of our breaths, starfish breathing, or any of the other methods that you have come up with that helps you focus on your breath. You may begin now. And as your breath returns to a natural rhythm, expand your noticing outside of your body, the subtle sounds in your classroom or wherever you sit or lay down. Use your nose to smell the obvious scents and the subtle sense, the sense that you might not even notice unless you were truly intentional in paying attention to it. Then turn your spotlight inward towards your body. Scan your body from your toes to the bottom of your feet to your ankles. Notice them without even wiggling them. Notice how they feel. Greet them in your mind. Then move on up to your knees and your legs, your thighs, your hips even. And where there may be soreness or pain or discomfort, sit with those sensations. Don't try to change them. Study them. And allow them to tell you what it needs to tell you so that you can accept it. Move your spotlight all the way through the rest of your body. Notice the tensions or the relaxations of your shoulder. Notice your hands. Notice your fingers. And always return back to your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Then notice the feelings inside of you. Feelings of sadness, perhaps, or joy. Perhaps you heard a funny story on the bus. Things that have happened in the past you can no longer change, but they do impact us and how we feel about them. Give yourself permission to let go. Then there are feelings of anxiety or tension or excitement, anticipation. Those feelings look forward to the future, things that have not begun, they have yet to occur. They're very likely, perhaps, to occur, but there is no promise. And accept that those things have not yet happened, and be content with where you are right here and right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, in just a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. Truly listen to that sound. And when you can't hear it any longer, you may open your eyes, and awaken to the world around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. But whether you have a great day or not is ultimately not your teacher's choice. It's not your best friend's choice. It's not your enemy's choice if you have one. I hope you don't. It's not even your principal's choice, not your mom's choice, and not your dad's choice. Whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and yes, enjoy the rewards. At this moment, I'm going to invite you to please stand and face a flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. Afterwards, I will return and I will share with you our next Active April Kindness Challenge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much for participating in the Pledge of Allegiance. And now for your Active April Kindness Challenge of the day. This is a very mindful challenge. And here it is. Listen to your body and be grateful for what it can do. Oftentimes we take everything our body can do for granted. Be intentional, be purposeful, and notice your body. Perhaps even do a body scan. If you did a body scan and you followed along with the Mindful Minute, and you notice your feet, your toes, your knees and your ankles, and you notice the tensions in the parts of the body that feel like they're healthy, you've gotten started with this Active April Kindness Challenge for the day. Seriously, observe your body and be very intentional about being grateful for even the tiniest parts of it. Have you ever noticed your teeth, for instance? I mean, really, small things like that. How about your knees? You know what part of the body that I often think about as something completely indispensable, I would hate to lose? It's your thumbs. Think about what you can and can't do with your thumbs. So think about your body. Think about the interesting parts of your body that really allow you to do some great things, and be grateful for that. You don't really have to do anything, really. You're just really noticing your body. Now, I encourage you to be thankful for your body. I encourage you to encourage your friends to be thankful for what they have in their body. I encourage you to challenge your teachers to be mindful about all the great things that they were born with. Being grateful, as we have talked about often, is a very mindful thing. It brings joy for yourself, and it does bring joy to others. So your teachers will be asking you about how you plan to meet this challenge, how you might have already met this challenge. I encourage you to ask your teachers as well. And I can't wait to see you guys around. It's going to be a wonderful day. It is Wednesday already. Think about it. We're midway through the week. It seems to be flying by. I'm very proud of you guys. Can't wait to see you guys around. So you don't need to sit here any longer and watch me. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll see you guys around. Thank you for watching.